Blackfacts.com presents Black Facts Educational Series. The Music of the Civil Rights Movement. The freedom songs are playing a strong and vital role in our struggle, said Martin Luther King, Jr., during the Albany movement. According to Shelton, they give the people new courage and a sense of unity. I think they keep alive a faith, a radiant hope, in the future, particularly in our most trying hours. The evolution of music in the Black freedom struggle reflects the evolution of the movement itself. Calling songs the soul of the movement, King explained in his 1964 book, Why We Can't Wait, that civil rights activists sing the freedom songs today for the same reason the slaves sang them, because we too are in bondage, and the songs add hope to our determination that we shall overcome, black and white together, we shall overcome someday. 1928, 1940s. Songs of Protest. Black Beauty by Duke Ellington. Black Beauty is a 1928 jazz composition by Duke Ellington. According to Ellington scholar A. H. Lawrence, the composition originated as a solo piano piece titled Firewater. Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday. Strange Fruit is a song written and composed by Abel Meeropol, under his pseudonym Lewis Allen, and recorded by Billie Holiday in 1939. The lyrics were drawn from a poem by Meeropol published in 1937. Black, Brown and Beige by Duke Ellington. Black, Brown and Beige is an extended jazz work written by Duke Ellington for his first concert at Carnegie Hall on January 23, 1943. 1950, 1960s. Desegregation. People Get Ready by the Impressions. People Get Ready is a 1965 single by the Impressions, and the title track from the People Get Ready album. Ball of Confusion by the Temptations. Ball of Confusion, That's What the World Is Today, is a 1970 hit single for the Temptations. It was released on the Gordy, Motown, label, and written by Norman Whitfield and Barrett Strong. Jazz. Freedom Suite by Sonny Rollins. Moving Out is a composition by jazz saxophonist Sonny Rollins, and the title track from his 1958 album. Freedom Suite, one of the 6 pieces of the composition, runs nearly 20 minutes. We Insist. Freedom Now Suite by Max Roach. We Insist. Subtitled Max Roach's Freedom Now Suite, is a jazz album released on Candid Records in 1961. It contains a suite which composer and drummer Max Roach and lyricist Oscar Brown. Freedom Jazz Dance by Eddie Harris. The In Sound is an album by American jazz saxophonist Eddie Harris, recorded in 1965 and released on the Atlantic label. The album features Harris's first recording of Freedom Jazz Dance. Folk Music. We Shall Overcome by Pete Seeger. We Shall Overcome is a 1963 album by Pete Seeger. It was recorded live at his concert at Carnegie Hall, New York City, on June 8, 1963, and was released by Columbia Records. Blowin' in the Wind by Bob Dylan. Blowin' in the Wind is a song written by Bob Dylan in 1962. It was released as a single and included on his album, The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, in 1963. A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. A Change Is Gonna Come is a song released mid-February 1964. The song was inspired by various events in Cooke's life, most prominently when he and his entourage were turned away from a whites-only motel in Louisiana. The songs that influenced Martin Luther King Jr. and the nonviolent civil rights movement. Take My Hand, Precious Lord by Mahalia Jackson. Take My Hand, Precious Lord is a gospel song. The lyrics were written by Thomas A. Dorsey, who also adapted the melody. Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Around by the Freedom Singers. Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Round is a freedom song based on the spiritual Don't You Let Nobody Turn You Round, and became an American civil rights era anthem. Up Above My Head by Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Up Above My Head is a gospel song of traditional origin, first recorded in 1941 as Above My Head I Hear Music in the Air by the Southern Sons, a vocal group formed by William Langford of the Golden Gate Quartet. Songs of Protest. Mississippi Goddam by Nina Simone. Mississippi Goddam is a song written and performed by American singer and pianist Nina Simone, who later announced the anthem to be her first civil rights song. We Shall Not Be Moved by the Freedom Singers. We Shall Not Be Moved, also known as I Shall Not Be Moved, is an African-American slave spiritual, hymn, and protest song dating to the early 19th century American South. Laments. I Wish I Knew How It Feels to Be Free by Nina Simone. I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free is a jazz song written by Billy Taylor. A widely played version was recorded by Nina Simone in 1967 on her Silk and Soul album. The Revolution Will Not Be Televised by Gil Scott-Heron. The Revolution Will Not Be Televised is a poem and song by Gil Scott-Heron. Scott-Heron first recorded it for his 1970 album Small Talk at 125th and Lenox. Black Pride. Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud by James Brown. Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud is a funk song performed by James Brown and written with his bandleader Alfred P. Wee Ellis in 1968. Shaft by Isaac Hayes. Shaft is a double album by Isaac Hayes, recorded for Stax Records Enterprise label as the soundtrack LP for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's 1971 blaxploitation film Shaft. Inner City Blues, Make Me Wanna Holler by Marvin Gaye. Inner City Blues, Make Me Wanna Holler, often shortened to Inner City Blues, is a song by Marvin Gaye, released as the third and final single, and the climactic song from his 1971 landmark album, What's Going On. Uptight, Everything's Alright, by Stevie Wonder. Uptight, Everything's Alright, is a 1965 hit single recorded by American singer-songwriter Stevie Wonder for the Tamla Motown label. Martin Luther King Jr. was not only conscious of what needed to be done, but he was also aware of how to do it. From the very start he galvanized the arts behind him and used music as a driving force for the movement. Narrated by Timbuktu. To learn more about Black history, visit www.blackfacts.com.